This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, February 6th. I'm here with Brandon and Erica. I'm Jeff. Stephanie should be back tomorrow.
Should be.
Might be a little jet lagged. I think she's flying in, so
we should give her the day. What's she gonna do? Come here and be catatonic?
No, listen, she had 2 weeks off. Get back to work, Steph, okay? Get back to work. Anyways, Gayle King is at the center of a growing controversy tonight, and it's all over in an interview she did with WNBA star Lisa Leslie. Gayle asked about Kobe's rape case, and here's the teaser clip that CBS released.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though.
And now Gayle is angry with her own network, which is CBS, over that teaser clip, which she says was taken out of context. Let's watch.
I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry. Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me.
I appreciate Gayle saying that, because having done interviews before, the way I see it is that, you kind of build this arc when you're interviewing somebody and you ask them the tough questions at the top and you kind of bring them down after that. So I get where she's coming, because it's almost like clickbait. If you're clicking on the headline, you're not reading the article. All you're seeing is that headline.
Yeah, this is a tricky one, because I obviously have a lot of respect for Gayle King. It's unfortunate that it's happening this way. I mean, I guess anyone can sit around and play Monday morning quarterback, but I personally, and I've said it on the stage, I would not have touched it. I said it before the Gayle King interview, because there is nothing that you can say at this moment in time about Kobe Bryant that is not positive, especially for a black woman in media. People have a very widespread perception, especially black people, that there has been too many social issues that have not been covered in the context of the community, by the community. And the idea of a black person on television holding space and talking negatively or bringing something, she didn't say anything negative about him, but bringing that to the light in the wake of his tragic death is problematic. And I just think she put herself in a no-win situation.
And to follow up on what you're saying, that's why you see a lot of outrage in the black community. You see guys like Snoop Dogg, you see T.I., you see Lil Boosie. I mean, you can just name celebrity after celebrity calling her out. I'm talking using expletives when they're addressing her in their captions or when they're addressing her on video. And it's unfortunate because, like you say, Erica, I have the utmost respect when it comes to Gayle King. But why touch it? Why talk about that sexual case and you talk about a complicated past if you're not going to talk about the complications of the case itself, and which that was thrown out and it was dismissed and there was holes in the story. Not to get into that. So for those people out there who want to just honor Kobe's legacy, February 24th at the Staples Center is going to be the public memorial for Kobe Bryant. So go there, honor it, because I was just in LA this past weekend. LA Live, the Staples Center is pretty much shut down just because people continuously go out there and they're pouring out their tributes. So February 24th.
Still grieving. Yeah, and to your point, the people who have been speaking out, they're looking at this situation like, he's one of the good ones. Yeah. Like, he is, like, if they can touch him, then what are they going to say about, like, that's how people are thinking. So when you just flippantly throw it out, it's just, I don't understand it at all. I'm just honest, I don't understand it at all.
Well, I appreciate you guys shining that light on there, because me just being a host of television show or host of whatever I did before that, I didn't necessarily see it the way you guys saw that, but now it opened my eyes to why there is that outrage, and I understand more. So thank you guys for expressing that, because it makes me get a better grip on what's actually going on. Yeah. Thank you for that. And also 2/24 is the memorial for his daughter and her.
Oh,
yeah, February 24th.
okay,
And it's 1 month after the actual death. So a lot of significance in that.
Hopefully we have someone at DBL covering that. And raise your hand if you want to.
Our executive producer's not standing right there.
No, I just had to throw that out.
You have to. All right, guys. Taylor Swift signed a new record deal. The superstar posted these pictures on Twitter saying she's extending her partnership with the Universal Music family. She goes on to say she's proud to work with Jody Gerson, an advocate for women's empowerment. And we don't know all the details, but according to the New York Times, it covers her new work and eventually her entire music catalog, which would mean that she's getting those songs back, right?
Yeah, it's
at least infers it.
At first, I kind of questioned, like, why not be independent? Why not control your own narrative and control your own music? But Jody Gerson is the first female to run a major publishing company, and she reunites with Tony Tomlinson, who she was with when she was at the age of 14 with Sony ATV in Nashville. So in this business, we always talk about having the proper team behind you. She's 30 years old right now. She's with the people who did a great job helping her songwrite become the woman she is. But I think Jody Gerson is going to teach her how to be a label head executive, and now she can continue to open up doors for other women in the industry.
Look at Brandon doing his research.
Come on, baby.
I like it.
That just shows you the powers of the Swifties, because he did a whole dissertation on Taylor Swift. A whole dissertation.
No thanks to you. You threw me under the bus with them.
I did not throw you under the bus.
But you did your research.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Don't just throw things out.
It's Thursday.
Don't throw things out as if I'm just going to let that ride. I did not throw you under the bus. You kept poking at the bear. I told you some things, and I was factually correct in that moment. And then what you did was, when you got backlash, you went on and started Twitter fingering. You think this, I think that. You think this, I think that. Yep, that's what you did. And then what did I do on a Sunday morning, which I never call you on a Sunday morning? I reached out to you and I said, Brandon, I would strongly suggest that you put your phone down. So I had your back. I did not throw you under the bus.
You're learning.
I poked the bear, and I showed up at work with a bear fur on. That's what I do.
Oh, see, why you gotta take it there?
Because she did the finger on the Thursday.
You did your research. You did a good job. Don't poke the bear. Till tomorrow.
Excellent dissertation.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great job. All right, we're going to move on to Billy Porter. He has a message for critics that are upset about his upcoming Sesame Street debut. Last week, these photos got some people worked up, and as you can see, they're of Billy wearing his famous tuxedo dress on set. Now petition, the dreaded petition, is calling for the episode to be dropped. The Post star does not seem to be fazed, though. He told Page 6, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And if you don't know, Billy went viral for wearing this very same tuxedo dress at the 2019 Vanity Fair Oscar party. What do you guys think it is? Billy taking over Sesame Street.
I think it's great. Sesame Street has always been about inclusion and diversity, so that kids understand, even if they don't have it within their block, that there are other people out there.
Absolutely.
And so the idea that Billy Porter would be on the show is, first of all, children, you are very lucky, because he is super fabulous. And it also shows diversity. It shows someone who is 100% himself, does not fit into any box, doesn't want to fit into any box, and I think that's something that young kids should see.
But I think he checks off a couple of boxes for children, like you said, that don't live in that environment, don't go outside their community, don't know that. And I always say the best learning experience I ever had, or I think you can have, is not from books. It's from traveling, meeting other people, going around the world, experiencing other cultures and communities. I love this idea. I think Sesame Street is very inclusive of what they're doing, and this is just another step in the right direction.
Yeah. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
The words of Billy Porter, not Brandon London. DBL is live, and coming up, you won't believe who J-Lo and A-Rod are inviting to their wedding. But first, Sam Shocker sits down with Bill Pullman to get the scoop on his popular show, The Sinner. Plus, could there be another Spaceballs in the future? Oh,
really?
February. Ask the one you love to be mine and get away to a Sandals Resorts luxury included Caribbean vacation. Watch Daily Blast Live every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night romantic escape for two. The winner will be announced on DBL February.
Two. All right, so we were just saying Brandon did some excellent research on Taylor Swift. Who knew? And now,
What was your thesis?
Are you going to watch the documentary?
No, I'm not going to watch the documentary,
Just
but
say
I'll
you're gonna
continue
watch
to
the
read
documentary.
articles and stuff on her because she still's got that whininess to me, but at the same time,
You're doing
she
so
has
good.
the things that she does, like in terms of what she advocates for and like how brilliant of a songwriter and singer she is and performer as well. I mean, that's what you want in this business. You want to capitalize. We all have our 15 minutes, 15 seconds, whatever you have, but certain people do some great things with the platform that they have, not only in philanthropy and charity, but business-wise as well. So I like what she's doing. I like what she's doing. I'm not a hater. I just call people out when I want to call people out, but I give props when I want to give props. And I'm giving props to Erica Cobb for calling me on Sunday morning that morning. You called me too. No, you text me.
I texted you, you called me.
Yeah.
But
It
we
was
were in
funny.
communication.
We were in communication.
So I was like, bruh, sometimes you gotta say stuff that other people aren't gonna tell you. And the thing about me is, I don't care if you like me or not. So I'm just gonna say
talking
what
me
I
off. She
feel
talking me off.
like I need or you need to hear in that moment. See, that's a friend.
But you were with me, Mike Better. Remember we went to recess that night, that day. And I was like, yo, the sisters keep hit me up. They keep hitting me up. And I was playing right. It was fun. That was a fun couple little weeks.
Yeah, I don't know.
There were no physical altercations. Y'all really don't want that sauce or these hands. All they were doing is
Okay,
like
first
blowing
of
me
all-
up. All right.
See, that's a friend.
Stand by.
I only messed up that one time. You gonna screw this up? No, I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna do perfect shows.
Here we go. 3, 2.
I might mess it up.
Have you ever seen someone die in front of you? Someone you care about?
Once.
What was it like for you?
Not what I expected.
Ooh, welcome back to DBL. The hit crime drama The Sinner is back for a third chilling mystery. And earlier, Sam Shocker sat down with the leading man, Bill Pullman, to talk about season 3 in today's Chatting with the Stars.
We are chatting with Bill Pullman, star of The Sinner. Bill, welcome back to DBL. And for those who don't know, Bill was one of the very first stars we ever chatted with here in the studio, the DBL studio, just a couple years ago.
The Daily Blast, man. It's a blast.
So great to see you, and I'm so excited for the success of The Sinner. How are you?
Very good. Yeah, the first time we talked then was before The Sinner had started.
Yes, and I've
Yeah.
become addicted,
Yeah.
and I've been waiting for season 3. But what I love most is being able to play detective alongside with you. So considering, Bill, how disturbing The Sinner can be, how do you get into the mindset of Detective Ambrose?
You know, it's a first time that I've ever done this, a recurring series, and I think I lived in fear of what it was going to be like to get back into a character. But in fact, it's been like a really compelling and so surprising, you know. I think Nick has a hold on you. What's he want you to do?
I don't know. He's capable of anything.
And you aren't.
But let me ask you, because what's so unique about this show, and which is so fun for the viewer as well, is that you get to change cast. casts, right? So you've acted beside Jessica Biel, Carrie Coon, now Matt Bomer for season 3. Do you have a favorite cast? You can be honest with me. And what's it like having Jessica Biel as your EP/boss?
And you know, when you get to work with, come to the set in the morning, you don't know what they're bringing to their game. You can't wait to get into it with them, and feel so grateful that I get to switch it up like that. And then in terms of working with Jessica as an EP, you know, it's been very interesting to see how she impacts a set so differently than other normally, conventionally. A producer shows up on the set and you go, okay, who's getting fired here today? Or something. And, you know, if you hadn't seen him for a bit. She's not that way, you know. I think she has a different mission. It's like to lift the enterprise up a little bit.
Yep, uplift and empower. That's always the way to lead. I'm happy to hear that. I also want our viewers to know something about you, like your other chapter, so to speak. I think that they would be surprised to find out that you were a professor at Montana State University. And we heard, and tell me if this is true, that it was your students that finally encouraged you to go pursue film acting. Why was that, if it's true?
I never reported that it was my students that were saying you should go. It was they reported it first, because I think I was thinking, I'm happy, I'm good, right? I'm doing the best job possible. But they must have sensed that there was some itch that hadn't been scratched or something.
Well, good for you. It
It
paid off. Before we go, I have to ask, we've been waiting over 30 years, Bill, for a Spaceballs sequel. We got a second Independence Day, which was awesome, and it gives me hope. So, Bill, considering that Spaceballs is a sci-fi classic, will we ever get a sequel?
Yeah, you know, I've always liked the fact that Mel set it up in this first one. He said, Spaceballs 2, the search for more money. You know, he was honest.
So, Bill?
It's up to Mel.
I'm going to give him a call.
Yeah. Ask him if he's got too much money. That's why he doesn't do it.
It's always such a pleasure chatting with you. You're such an inspiration. Season 3 of The Sinner premieres tonight, February 6th on the USA Network. It is so good. I literally tell all of our viewers, you got to watch it. It's addictive. Thank you for joining us, Bill.
Good to talk to you, Sam.
Fantastic. We'll be right back.
We all know this.
We start today with the Iowa caucus. We're still waiting to find out who took Iowa, but right now Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders are still neck and neck with almost all of the votes counted. As of this morning, 98% of the votes are in, and Buttigieg and Sanders have just 0.1 percentage difference between them right now, with Buttigieg just narrowly on top. I'm going to be watching as the votes continue to come in today, and I'll break in with any updates if there are any developments. And now to more on the presidential race. Hillary Clinton isn't running, but she tells Ellen DeGeneres that she would, quote, never say never to being vice president. But she told Ellen that she doesn't think that invitation will come. DBL Nation, would you like to see Hillary as Veep? Let us know using the hashtag DBLTake. This has been Fast Blast for you. Did you know that we're live during the commercial breaks every day on our show? Just go to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, and I'll be there to keep you updated on all the breaking news and developing stories. See you then.
In an effort to stop the spread of the coronavirus, China has cracked down on travel, instituting a lockdown that affects 56 million people. That means a big drop in demand for gasoline. Airlines have also scaled back flights to the country, leaving a glut of jet fuel and diesel on the global markets. That is all sending prices tumbling, which may be good news for drivers, but bad news for the American oil industry. The New York Times estimates some producers could lose as much as 60% of their profits. The big question now is, will OPEC agree to slow production, which would stabilize prices? And there is hope among some Texas oil producers that China can stop the spread of the coronavirus quickly, returning demand to normal levels. And we just connected the dots.
Today's Sandals word of the day is dolphin.
Welcome back to DBL. There's no denying it, 2020 is Jennifer Lopez's year. But now that her Super Bowl halftime show is over, J-Lo is getting ready for her super wedding. Good improv. A-Rod and J-Lo plan to get married in the summer, but apparently they are inviting their exes to their wedding. So DBL Nation, is it okay to invite exes to your big day? Why don't you kick it off here, Brandon?
Absolutely.
What's that look for? Oh,
because I want them to see how happy I am.
Will you read the comment?
For spite? You're inviting them for spite?
This DBL take. My bad. Mike says, what's up, Mike? Mike says, no way. There's no way your future spouse wants to see your ex on their wedding day. I say you only invite AXs, amicable exes. I just made that up. I thought it'd play out better.
What was the AXs?
Amicable.
AX is amicable.
A is for amicable. B is for Brandon. Barb, B is also for Barb, says, my son invited an ex to his wedding because they remained friends. Why wouldn't he invite all of his loved ones to his special day? Well, I'll tell you, wedding number 1, I did invite my ex, and so did he. And both of them said they were coming and did not show up. Ooh. So I was more upset about the fact that we paid for 4 extra plates that weren't consumed. But this time around, no, I don't really see that, because also I was really young, and it's like, you know, you have exes when you're young, and it's like kind of like puppy love, so it doesn't really matter. But then you can't, like, I wasn't gonna invite my ex-husband to my second wedding. Like, that's weird. Why would you do that?
I hear you. Steve says if they only dated for a couple months, no problem. Anything past 6 months is off limits. That sounds like Brandon London philosophy. I don't understand. Listen, I guess if you're amicable with your exes, then sure. But look, J-Lo and A-Rod, they have kids with other spouses. I think they all get along. Why not bring them there? If I was an ex of J-Lo, I'd be like, can I come?
All right, Jenny, I think Jenny agrees with you. Jenny writes, how can we compare our lives to J-Lo's and A-Rod's? Passing no judgment because it ain't my life. Yeah, so, I mean, like you said, if it's one of those parties, it's a networking opportunity, honestly. So be an AX and go have fun with J-Lo and A-Rod.
Just remember, kids, A is for amicable.
Good job, Erica. What kids are watching? This is DBL Access.
All right, we'll be right back. These two.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Yeah, we got a code 3232, a filthy mascara user on the corner of your little and nasty. Yeah, I said it, y'all. I'm back with the Beauty Police, and today we're here to let y'all little nasties know it's time to put down that nasty mascara that you've been using for 2 years, girl. Ooh, I can't even. Let's bring it back, though. Some of you may not know what I'm talking about, but I'm sure you've seen it. Now, every now and then I come across a young lady, sometimes older, sometimes younger, sometimes a man, whoever, whatever, and they always seem to have a nasty old mascara too from 2010 that they've been clutching on to because it was that one good mascara that works. But let me tell y'all, that is wrong. Y'all are doing it wrong. I'm gonna be writing you a beauty fine right now, honey, because you're treating yourself wrong. It's just nasty. Now, you may not know, mascara is not to be sticking around for a year, for 6 months, not even 4 months. Did you guys actually know mascara is only supposed to be used for 3 months? Y'all heard me right. 1, 2, 3. Let's say it in Spanish now. 1, 2, 3. French. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Anyways, you can't be keeping your mascara around for that long, guys. So I have a couple tips for you. If your mascara is starting to get flaky or dry when you're taking it out the tube, it's time to go, okay? It's time for it to put it away. If your mascara doesn't make that sound when you're taking it out the tube, it's time to go. It's wet. It's not wet anymore. You're putting on dry, crusty mascara onto those beautiful, luscious lashes. What's good, girl? One last one. If your mascara kind of has to like break off a little chunk of like dryness, put it down, sis. Like, you don't need that in your life. Put that old dirty mascara down. But that's all I'm gonna say for you guys this time. Just make sure you're throwing out that mascara every 3 months and buying a new one, all right? I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to follow me at Jeray for the Slay.
SpaceX needs a lot of help to get its next generation of spaceship off the ground, and they're looking for a lot of help right here in Texas. So how can you join Elon Musk's team? Let's connect the dots. Musk put out the call on Twitter, telling people to come to a, quote, Starship Career Day on Thursday near Brownsville. He said he's looking for everything, from engineers and supervisors to support personnel. And according to the experts, Musk is probably looking for production crews that can assemble the Starship prototypes. So also think welders, crane operators, and fabricators. And this would literally put you on the front lines of the future of space exploration. Musk wants to use this Starship to not only orbit the Earth and Moon, but eventually head to Mars. Originally, work was being done at Cape Canaveral and the Rio Grande Valley, but recently the focus has been on Texas. Connecting the dots, I'm Marcelino Benito for H-Town Rush.
Welcome to Deal Blast. I'm Denise Plant. We're kicking things off with the 2-pack Froz Cash Mink scarves, made by a company with over 135 years of experience producing scarves as soft as cashmere. Normally, it would run as much as $96. Today, $15, with a savings up to 84% off. And check out this gorgeous Joy Mangano metallic leather travel tote. Available in 5 colors. Special technology protects you from identity theft, and there's a manufacturer's 10-year limited warranty. Normally as much as $100. Today for Deal Blast, only $29 with a savings up to 71% off. Moving on to the SIPE 5000 mAh Premium Compact Mirror Power Bank. 1X and 3X lighted mirror. It provides 2 full device charges. Normally is $50. Today only $12 with a savings up to 76% off. Finally, the GoWise USA 3.7 quart programmable air fryer. You can enjoy all of your favorite fried snacks and food without the added calories. An extra large food basin with a digital screen. It also includes a recipe book. Normally as much as $148, but today only $49 with a savings up to 67% off. Head on over to morningsave.com right now to get these deals and make sure you click Daily Blast Live Deal Blast.
Great deals, and look who just swung by the studio.
What's
Our
up,
daytime
man?
co-host Al Jackson, international comedian, and now author.
Oh, yes.
Wow, Al, this is hot off the presses.
Wow. I mean, yeah, this is a children's book is something I've always wanted to work on. It just this job's just been everything. I met an illustrator from 9 News. He ended up doing all the illustrations. Wow. And then find out our own Alex is a self-publishing consultant guru. Get with him. He got us over the top, got this printed and all set. So it was me, but it was everybody that made this happen.
So this is coming soon to Amazon or a bookstore near you. We'll keep you guys informed.
We're going to have a big launch here on DBL.
Awesome.
But thank you guys. I love you guys and my co-hosts.
buddy.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
Awesome.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate
all right,
you guys.
We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Go get your book when it comes out. Where is Baby Ford?
Yeah.